Hello friends, and welcome to my channel, and also welcome back to Spellbinder's 2024 Advent Calendar. We are already at day 6, and this is the cutest die set ever. This little honeybee is absolutely going to steal your heart. Of course, I had to make more than one, and I've combined it with the banner sentiment from day 4. And that big beautiful bloom is from August's large die of the month. This set has quite a few dies, and one thing that I really like is that at the back of each of the windows there's a picture to help guide you for putting them together. Already done my die cutting, and I'm going to adhere a little bit of pink paper right behind the bee's mouth. Next, I'll place some Scotch tape at the back of the die cut openings for the eyes. Then I'll flip them over, and using my jewel picker, I'll take the white die cuts for the eyes and pop them into those openings. And as you can see, I've made one up that I'm using as a reference. I've added some glue to those white eyeballs, and now I can add in the character. It always amazes me how such a little tiny die cut can change everything. I'll add a dotted glue to the upper portion of the torso and then set the head on top. I'm going to keep the antennae black, the same as the ones that are already attached to the head, but I'm going to layer them on anyways because they do add some dimension. Next, I'll add the black stripes to the bottom of the torso, which is a beautiful rich yellow. A little line of adhesive is added to this die cut, and then the top half of the bee is set on top. I've die cut the wings from vellum paper, and I'm using some double-sided adhesive tape and placing it right at that center inside point of the wing. Vellum does not react well with liquid adhesive, and I didn't want any rippling on the wings. So all I have to do is remove the backing paper using my craft pick and then pop the wings behind the bee. And so maybe you're wondering why I have 3 bees when there's only 2 bees on this card. Yep, I'll be using a bee in another card coming up. This cute die set also comes with a little flower. The stem has been cut from mint cardstock, the same cardstock that I've used to cut the sentiment from day 4. The flowers and centers were cut from a lighter shade of yellow cardstock than was used on the bee, and then they're adhered to the outside hand of the bee. I have a simple background for this card. Ivory cardstock, which has been cut to 4 by 5 1/4 inches, is adhered to an A2 size black card base. This huge bloom that I mentioned earlier is from the August large die of the month. This die set is still available, and it is called Colorful Expressions Blooms. The flower was cut from lavender cardstock, and the center with light yellow cardstock, and those little detail pieces are cut with that same deep yellow cardstock that was used on the bee. I placed a dot of glue on the inside hands of the bees and have attached the banner sentiment. Eventually, this little arrangement is going to be popped up on the card, and I'll use foam squares. So to prepare for that, I'm adding foam squares behind the bee and also some smaller ones along the banner. Next, I'll adhere the floral arrangement starting with 2 leaves out of mint green cardstock. In the center of the leaves, I'll add the lavender bloom. Then the backing paper is removed from the foam squares, and the bees holding the banner sentiment are arranged on the center lower portion of the card. This card doesn't have any sparkle yet. I'll be adding in some white glittery flat discs. This creates a pretty and subtle effect. When the light hits it, there's this little glint of sparkle. That is a wrap for Spellbinder's Day 6 of the 2024 Advent Calendar. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I also hope that you'll be joining me again for day 7. As always, I appreciate your visit.